Visit thegamekeys.co.uk for your MSP and PSN codes. Use Nick at checkout for an even bigger discount. What's up, you beauties, and welcome to an entirely new series for my channel. If you haven't guessed by the title and everything else, we are doing a career mode leading Leeds to victory. And really back to their glory days, if I'm honest. Now, before I get into anything, boys, I know no matter what team I pick, I'm gonna get in shit in terms of the comments. Now, I know Leeds United kind of have a rocky past with all past other English teams. You either love Leeds or you absolutely hate them, and it seems to be the same thing with their fans. Either the fans love each other, and then every other fan seems to call Leeds scum, etc, etc. But I've started to notice that with pretty much every team out there. So boys, Leeds United has been a club that I've followed since I was about 5 or 6 years old. They're a team I absolutely love. This is the career mode and the thing I'm gonna run with. So don't hate in the comments if I'm not doing a team that you guys love. If I had picked Arsenal, or I had picked QPR, or I had picked anyone else from the BPL or the Championship, I would have had tons of people upset no matter what. So hopefully you guys enjoy the process. I'm gonna try this all new and see how we can roll with this. So I'm gonna go with moderate financial strictness. Now, I did a few polls on Twitter to ask you guys, like, look, what should I be doing? Should I be going with world class, see how I do, and then bumping it to legendary since FIFA 15 is so new? Moderate in terms of strictness, etc. So this is kind of what you guys wanted. I'm gonna keep it with Sterling, and we'll move on from here. Of course the name is gonna be Nick28T. I mean, come on. Now, for the sake of this video, even though I'm half Dutch and half Lebanese, let's just say I'm Canadian. That's where I live. That's kind of the nationality that's on my passport. Now, I am a little bit dressed up, boys. I thought to kind of dress it up for career mode, but there is no option of just a button-down shirt. So I'm gonna roll with maybe a suit, maybe a shirt and tie. I want you guys to be involved with this entire career mode. We're gonna do things a little bit differently. Write in the comments below. There's gonna be a few things I want you guys to write me. So write maybe number 1 and number 2 kind of thing. First thing I want you to let me know is, what would you like me to wear? I'm gonna set it as shirt and tie right now, even though I've just gotten a button-down shirt. And you let me know down below. Do you want it to be a tracksuit? Do you want me to be, I'm gonna have to go buy a Leeds United tracksuit. Let me know down below. I'll go with the most popular option. Gray, medium, and slim. I think that's pretty accurate, and let's advance. Leeds United ponder new boss Nick28T. There's nothing to ponder, boys. I'm bringing you boys back to the BPL, back to European glory, the Champions League. So here is the main hub, guys. Now, again, quickly before I carry on, and there's the team. Oh, look at those keeper kits. So sexy. You need to know that I'm very new to career mode. Now, I tested this entire concept out on my Twitch stream in FIFA 14, and it went nuts. You guys absolutely loved it and are begging me essentially to start a career mode for my YouTube channel, so here it is. But I am new to all of this, so I need your guys' help. If there's things I'm screwing up, I'm going to be reading the comments diligently after every video. So let me know, did I miss a transfer? Did I miss something? Did I not send out a scout to where he needs to go? Are there blatant things that I'm not doing correctly? Anything you think I can do better for this series, I will pay attention to and try to apply to the series. So for this episode, we're actually going to just discover any of the new things for career mode. It seems like there's a whole new layout. We'll check the inbox right off the bat and kind of see what our objectives are for the year. So domestic cup, reviewed your chances in domestic cup. We'd love a cup run, but would be delighted with a round of 32. Okay, so I think that I can achieve. Global transfer network, so that's something I'm gonna definitely have to work on. I didn't really figure that out too well in my Twitch stream, so I'm gonna make sure I use these scouts well. So right now I have 2 scouts area scouting. 1 scout is available. Let's send him off to somewhere right off the bat. You know what? Let's start with a European setup here. Let's see if we can get maybe a Belgian talent, or should we go for a Dutch talent? Build leads around Dutch talent? Yeah, let's do it. So I'm most likely going to be judged on the success in the league. League campaign will fight promotion. Ooh. So they want me to try and get back to the Premier League, and that's what I want, definitely. So right off the bat, I'm going to have a look at the squad. I'm going to change things and then build my squad how I kind of use my squads in Ultimate Team. I love using a 4-3-3 false 9, and I'm going to try and apply that into the Leeds United setup. So Adrian is actually a new signing, and I'm going to push him not into attacking mid, but I am going to push him into a right center mid role and see how we can develop in the team. If I need really a little bit more skill, flair, etc., I might move him up to center forward. So I'm actually a bit of a fan of Sam Byram, but honestly, right now, looking at it, Berardi at right back seems to be quite a bit better, especially in terms of the defensive stats. You know what? The team right off the bat looks fantastic, in my opinion. Now out wide, I'm going to push 80 White out there. Now comparing my 2 stripers, I think we'll stick with Antonucci for now, and I'm going to make some plays to try and pick up some sort of players. Now, I think that's going to be the Leeds United team setup for me. We've got the bench. I've moved some some players in, some players out for the time being. But honestly, the real low point for me is in terms of the right mid, and even at striker. Really, like many teams, I'd like to change that up. Dukara is by no means a right winger. So let's go look at the market and see what we got going on. Now, right off the bat, Chuba Akpom has quite a few stats that I think would be great for me, especially in the championship. And if you look down below, his contract's expiring in 12 months, and he's also loan listed. So I'm actually going to approach Arsenal to loan, and we might do a loan to own. So let's see how they do. They might be interested, they might not, I don't know. So there's a few things that are a little confusing right now. I'm trying to look at wingers, among other things, and it doesn't really give me the option, so I'm wondering if it just means I can look at right mids. Let's have a peek at if that changes anything at all. I'm not sure. So I'm actually going to try and see if I can see some 90-year-old free agents that are coming due. He looks absolutely atrocious. So this is where I'm getting a bit confused, guys, and maybe you can help me in the comments below. I'm trying to find, you know, just for curiosity's sake, players like Memphis Depay, Zakaria Bakkali. Now, I think they're a shit ton of money, but I just want to see what they look like. Now, does the game just not let me look at those players because I can't afford them? But Bakkali, Depay, I couldn't find. Now, what I'm going to do in the club here is look through my squad and see if there's players I can move on. Guys that are getting older, near the end of their contracts, are the ones I'm going to try and move. Now, if you don't know much about Leeds United, Antonucci did recently sign, so I won't be able to move him on. Very similarly for Billy Sharp, I would actually try and move him on to pick someone maybe I think is a little bit better, but I can't. I mean, essentially, this entire Leeds United squad is all new players. Bianchi's another one. Pierce is someone that is coming up on age, and he's been with the club for a long time. I think I might be able to generate a little bit of money out of him, so I'm going to list him up on the transfer list and see what offers come in. With all the new signings, Morrison's going to be a guy that I don't think we'll use at all. Again, he's been at the club for a little while, so I'm going to list him on the market. Again, clear the wage budget of £8,000. That'll be helpful. Austin, as much as I like him as well, I'm going to list him. His contract's expiring soon, so if I can clear him out before the end of his contract expiring, we'll see. Again, Warnock is another player that's getting up there in age. His contract's expiring soon, so I'm going to throw him on the transfer list. I think he's a great player, and we might be able to still get some money out of him, and then I can push 80 White back to left back as well. Noel Hunt's yet another one. He's kind of now become an excess, so I'm going to see if I can push him out. Similarly, Tong, if I can get some bids on him, he'll be gone. Now, this is something I'm a little confused by, and I think it's very different for FIFA 15, so you guys help me out in the comments below. One of my scouts is basically giving me a whole bunch of players that he think are good for the club. Now, I hope that I can still go find players that I want. Chuba Akpom is one that I did want to try and pick up, so that worked out. But in terms of the rest, he's just listing these insanely expensive players that, yes, maybe in a couple of years at Leeds United we'll be able to pick up, but not right now. So let's advance here and see what is going to be going on with the team. So your Tyler Walker inquiry said, in response to your recent inquiry, Tyler Walker, we would consider a bid in the region of £400,000. Okay, well, he actually looked half decent. As you can see here, he definitely has at least the pace stats that we could find really, really strong. 17 years old, he's young as well. So I'm going to try and do a cheeky offer here. I'm going to show them a low price, but I'm also going to trade off for someone that I think would interest them as well in terms of Noel Hunt. I think that's a pretty good deal. We're getting rid of old and getting in young for relatively cheap. Loan offer accepted for Chuba Akpom. Jesus, right off the bat. Okay. Remaining wage budget. That is amazing, boys. There we go. Ho, 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 ho. 34. Yeah. Thank you so much, Scout. That's a great player to pull up for us. I'm just going to ignore that then. 34 million pounds. So we've got a transfer offer for Sam Byram. I don't even remember listing him for sale, to be honest. So he has a £1 million offer. And bloody Real Madrid, okay, 1.8 million offer, fair play. So his market value is 2.8 to 4.4, really? Okay, so let's counter them with nothing crazy. I think this is fair. A 3.6 million coin offer. To be honest, I wasn't even looking to sell Sam Byram, so hey, if Madrid takes him, that's great. And this guy looks actually very interesting. I will inquire about him as well. It looks like he has some fantastic stats. He's young. His contract's expiring very soon, so let's check in on him and see if we can snag him. So here's an interesting Vleugels, let's say. Interesting Belgian. Let's inquire about him. 18 years old. Now, for example, this gentleman, I think, again, he's going to be expensive unless we can get him rather rather cheap, but his stats look fantastic. Now, you guys let me know. The one last thing I'm going to ask you is there's a certain gentleman. He's a Dutch center back. He plays for Feyenoord. His name is Kongolo. He's someone I would love to try and bring into Leeds United. He looks to be a great card this year, especially in terms of his starting stats. So how would I go about getting him? And do I send my scout reports out? You guys fill me in. And I'll do a little bit of research on Google as well for the next episode. We should be a lot more educated. So I'm going to reassign one of my scouts to Colombia. I'm hoping that I can get them to find me some sort of a winger. That would be really, really helpful. Wow, so absolutely amazing. Real Madrid have come back and have decided to go with our £3.6 million offer or counter offer for Sam Byram. So that's great. That'll actually clear up a little bit of money. Even though I wasn't counting on selling them, that'll be good. Okay. So Pacos Ferreira, I'm rather interested in that young center attacking mid, but he just joined, so they won't sell him. But here's some good news. We got Jordi Vleugels, let's say, young 18-year-old, and they are looking to sell him for rather cheap, in my opinion, for his potential. So I'm going to offer Willem to £230,000 and see if they go for that. Okay, so they've set an offer of £375,000 for him. That's, I find, crazy. So I'm wondering, are they going to just step away if I offer them 350K? This is a learning process for me, guys, so let's see if they walk away from that. I'm now offering them over his price. And there he is. The board allocated 2.7 million. I'm kind of sad to see Sam Byram go. Ooh, now with that free money, boys, there is Zakaria Bakkali now. Oddly enough, he's just popped up on my radar. Contract expiring in 12 months. We've got some money to spend. Let's see if we can snag him. That would be an incredible purchase. We're going to go for Bob and see if we can pick him up as a backup option. And Munir, I'm going to inquire about him as well. There are quite a few players that look very interesting. I'm like a kid in a candy shop right now. On that exciting note, boys, there's the end of the episode. Really, this was kind of the introduction and the start to the series. I need to do a lot of research for FIFA Career Mode 15. I'm going to read the comments down below of what you guys think I should be doing. And another thing I'm going to do right at the end of pretty much every episode, if I can remember to do it, is go into my squad report and show you guys the squad so you can see how everybody is developing in the team per episode. So if you guys like that idea, I'll stick to it. I think it's a great idea because this is kind of like Ultimate Team to me in terms of making your players in form, etc., where their stats increase over time, and I love looking at stuff like that. So smash the like button, boys, if you enjoyed the episode. I really hope to keep this going. This type of a series, unless you guys absolutely love it, is probably going to be a once-a-week thing every Sunday like it is today. If you want more of it, then you got to show me and let me know in the comments. Maybe I'll do twice a week, maybe Saturday and Sunday uploads for career mode. And on that, you absolute beauties, we'll catch you on the flip side. Peace!